taken a sip of that drink yet?
I ate half of my electric dust orange.
You ate the...
So right now my mouth is just fucking having an orgasm.
I know Chris was very animate about edible garnishes, so I feel like this was a good plan.
Yeah.
A good idea.
Yeah, I'm big on edible garnishes.
Yeah. If you guys, you listeners out there, if you didn't know by now, we like electric dust. So we're big fans.
Yeah.
I know you're not. You weren't last time.
Are you sure? Did you listen back? I don't think I said
I don't know if you were
like
really
it.
against it. You just really feel. I feel like you didn't have like like you didn't know how to form an answer. You were confused. You were curious.
I had no idea
You're
what was going
bi-curious.
on in my fucking mouth.
Yeah, bi-curious.
Yeah, well, I'm bi-curious.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a little bit.
yeah.
But
No, I'm
second go around, third go around. I mean, how many times you've had it? We've had it a bunch.
I enjoy I don't know, it's weird. Like, I think electric dust is one of those things where, like, if I went out drinking for a night, one, it can't be, like, super heavy drinking, you know? 'Cause
Yeah.
I just want, like, fucking Bud Lights and the boys, you know? But, like,
Okay.
not, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Or maybe you don't. It doesn't matter. But,
No, but
no, like,
it went over my head there.
like let's say like we all went to Vegas and
Yeah.
you know
Speaking of, Jen and Silva hits Vegas now.
Yeah.
Record live at the Bellagio.
Bellagio.
2029. That's as far as I can extend it.
Yeah.
I'll mark
Yeah,
my
mark it
calendar.
down.
Am I invited to that? And
Yeah.
am I one of the
Yeah.
hosts?
You guys, 10 of you out there listening to us.
Yeah.
Can,
It's going to be a huge.
just could pack out
Yeah.
the studio.
That's the goal.
Yeah, the goal is to have 10 people in the audience in the Bellagio.
But you were saying you can't drink electric dust like if you couldn't have a bunch of drinks with it
Yeah, like if we were out, you know, in like Vegas and they have one drink, you know,
Okay.
and it could be the first drink, it could be in the middle, it could be the last drink, but just one drink, you know, kind of the pièce de resistance, you know,
Yeah.
if you will, you know, sure, yeah, but like, I think if every drink that they were bringing me or I kept,
Was this?
Yeah.
Like overkill.
yeah,
I mean, yeah, I guess. So I think the thing is with these kind of drinks, with the electric dust and stuff, is that it's like the bougie drinks. People like to say, you know, the Instagram ready drink.
Yeah.
Vegas, you know, like, hey, look at this. And you're like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
You can only have I get it, you know. I mean, like, I'm surprised I didn't have this when I was in Vegas.
Yeah.
You know.
Like electric dust?
Yeah, I didn't have
Oh,
electric
I'm
dust.
kind of surprised too.
No, yeah. Producer Brandy found it on, I guess on Instagram.
Okay.
You know, they're like advertising it.
Nice.
We just had regular ass drinks, but they were like fancy drinks. And
Yeah.
hey, Mike, if you think if you look at the buttons on that, one of those is just changes all the colors. I think it's the one with the white. Or that might just take a white. Okay, now do the one below it. Yeah, now you can cycle through.
oh, okay.
Yeah, so like basically, you know, they have like the extravagant drink.
Yeah.
And then that's at the bar. And then you're on the other hand, you're at the fucking slots drinking Mick Ultras and
Yeah.
gin and tonics, just trying to stay awake and lose all your money.
Just trying to stay awake enough to
Yeah.
keep losing.
So like, there's no green and yellow, bud. Sorry. Fuck your Packers. No. So, but what do you guys? Okay, what do you know? What it is?
So with the electric dust, I think it fits perfectly with this drink.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like it because I think we've only used electric dust when we've like had like lime juice and it mixes really well with citrus.
Mm-hmm.
But like this is a citrus soda.
It is a citrus soda.
Yeah, and I think that makes it like
yeah,
it fits really well.
Oh, it's like well, you guys want to know what it is?
I do.
You want to know what it is, Chris?
We alluded to the.
I did allude to it. It's the. I'm gonna hang this up real quick.
I'd like to know.
Yeah, so I made a Livewire. Well, no, excuse me, Limewire, like the old internet days of stealing music on the internet.
Yeah.
Well, it was a program, wasn't it? It wasn't really the internet, but sorry, excuse me. Just gonna.
Nice.
That right there. Just gonna put that in there.
That VIP.
The VIP match day VIP
Yeah.
menu. So it's we're gonna talk about early days of the internet,
Yeah.
and we all grew up in the lawless land of the internet back
Yeah.
then.
Before they were regulated like it is
Yeah,
now.
right.
Little bit.
Sorry, I realize it might time out. I don't know if it matters,
nice,
but I'm just
yeah.
gonna, like wiggle the mic. So
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
on some- it's not as smooth as normal because we're at a new place. We're
Yeah.
starting some new
We're
shit.
leaning in, getting settled.
We're breaking in.
Yeah.
So early days of the internet, I thought one of the big things was Limewire back then.
Right.
For
I remember
sure.
Nick Edmondson. Remember him. He was like,
I remember
really
him.
got me into that and stealing stealing like Rise Against and Avenged Sevenfold, a bunch of dumb shit. I don't know, but
Oh,
like,
Rise Against is cool.
yeah, Rise Against is cool. He started off strong and then he just went off the deep.
Yeah.
And so to make the drink, we got the gin and sofa pour 2 ounces of gin. We used Malfi lemon.
Nice.
Brought to you by yours truly.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks, bud. So that it was a lemon-based gin. So that's always we've learned about Malfi in London. Remember the?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were. They make theirs a little different than some people's. So
Yeah,
like,
they do something different.
Yeah,
I know.
I think it was something to do with the fruit basket they use for the.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like outside of it. They can't call themselves a London dry gin because not everything's made in the same like facility.
Okay.
So it gives them those stronger fruit flavors in their gin because
Gotcha.
it's like made outside of it.
Yeah.
But I mean, they don't claim they're London dry gin. They don't give a fuck. So they're Italian. So I figured it was a good idea. So we used lemon and I used lime juice, of course, to get Limewire.
Right.
Yeah.
And I said, fuck it. Let's get that Mountain Dew Livewire.
Hell yeah.
And that was mostly, it kind of started off with lime juice and Livewire. And I was like, we just mix the words together and make Limewire. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking send it.
And then just to make it a little more tantalizing, we put electric dust on a orange wedge.
Yeah.
Thoughts? Mike?
Edible garnish.
Edible garnish on top.
Yeah, so going off the gin and sofa grading scale.
You jumping right in.
Oh,
Bust it
yeah.
out. You got to.
Hey,
You have.
Hey, I've been here
I'll
once
say
or
that the
twice.
rating is locked in already.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm giving it a 2.
A 2.
I know, and that might be a hot take.
Okay.
No.
Hey, man.
So I honestly, this too might be a hot take in this household. I don't
Damn right. I'm
drink.
closing the studio.
Oh, in the studio. I'm sorry, this might be a hot take in the studio, but
So 2 is just to reiterate. I know we probably say this every episode.
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
This is off, but it's
You ordered it, but you don't order it again. Like you'll finish it because you paid the $15.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah,
But you're not necessarily
I just want you to know
Yeah.
what you're saying.
I know
Like-
what I'm saying.
Okay.
like when the dude walks up and he says, "Can I get another one?" You're like, "Actually,
I'm switching
Yeah,
over
I'm
to
switching.
that
Explain.
that
All
gray
right,
whale
okay.
and the cherry.
What do we
Yeah.
got here? Why are we going 2 and not 3?
not one."
Not 1.
Well, I think I'd be very hard pressed to actually give anything ever a 1. Like, I don't know that I've ever not finished something.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah.
I think a week or 2 ago, where we're like, it's so hard to like, because you're gonna drink it. You paid for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And like
Like-
unless it's like gasoline.
Yeah, in our mind,
might
that's a
still try.
0 now.
I might
I
still try
get. Yeah.
gasoline, you know.
Even if someone told me like, hey, like someone just roofied that, I'm probably still drinking it.
Let's
My.
say this. How about this? Okay, guys. It's a fluid system.
Sure.
Yeah.
Are we changing on the fly?
It's not gonna affect your score, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm thinking 0 is where you won't finish it.
Yeah. Like
Okay,
you.
We're just
you
gonna add a
want it.
bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
What's the
power
one?
bottom. And so the 1 is going to be what would you say like if I gave you like a old fashioned or a good gin and tonic, how long do you think it takes you to drink it? Or even a beer or a goose beer?
I mean, honestly, it depends what I'm doing, but if I'm sitting around conversating, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes.
Okay. Let's go 20 so it's easy. Let's say it takes you an hour to drink it. That's a 1.
Okay.
Like you're
Like,
going to finish
yeah.
it. But you got to
You're not happy about it.
You're
You gotta-
sipping.
You got to like
okay.
force kind of like
Like,
Yeah.
to me, a 1 is like, when like you order something and a bartender like, how you like that?
Yeah.
A 1 is when you're going to be really honest and kind of just be like, you know what, man, I don't like it. Yeah, I don't. And you hope that like they're like, can I make you something else? I'm so sorry.
Let me ask you a question. Have any of you boys ever ordered something else while you're still drinking something because you need a cut? Because I've done that.
Okay, you mean like alcoholic, or you mean like I get a Pepsi or something?
No. I mean like,
Bring the water, goddamn.
Yeah, let's say that I have such a shitty beer that while I'm drinking this shitty beer, I also order a brandy old fashioned.
I mean, okay, yeah, sure. I order brandy old fashioned every night. You know what I'm saying? Just kidding.
Oh, if she ever does an episode, a producer brandy should be her drink.
A producer brandy old fashioned.
Yeah.
There you go.
Love it.
Yeah, I mean that's true, but I mean that works too. Then a 1 could be like you just need like more time or like something else to like take the edge off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still going 2, and I think so.
Yeah,
1,
like I said, I don't think it affected your score at all.
I can drink this comfortably. I just the hot take here in the studio is I don't drink a ton of actual pop or soda.
Mm-hmm.
So like
neither do we.
Like it doesn't. Well, I'm not.
We drink a lot more than he probably is what he said. Like we like Dream World. We like
like when you and I were teenagers, growing up. Like I think I probably drank like 6 or 7 Mountain Dews a day.
Well, that's
damn, dude.
It's
like the
problem.
cans? Are you walking around with? Okay,
no, like a can.
I thought you had like a 12. Like the bottles.
Like the 20 ounce.
Yeah, 20 ounce. 20 ounce.
Reminds
Like
me of 20 ounce. Okay,
Yeah.
so 2 liter reminds me of what's her name, Donna Shipyard.
Yeah,
She could be chugging 2 liters a day.
Damn.
Yeah, and just
straight. Or she had a little cup.
Yeah, she had a cup.
Make
But
it feel
sometimes,
better. Put some ice in there.
Yeah, sometimes you didn't
Cut
need a
it with
cup.
some water.
I don't know.
I mean, so you think it was? You know what the funny thing is? I put like 1/4 a cup of Mountain Dew in that. Like look at this cup. I'd say it went to like right below the lemon ring here.
I don't know if maybe we did too much citrus. I don't know if because
He hates it.
Sorry, bud. Sorry.
It's
I'm actually
lemon.
excited about this drink, but
It's lemon on top of lime on top of
Orange.
lemon and lime pop.
Exactly.
Hey, again,
You didn't like to mix your Sprite with orange soda, did you?
You didn't like the Shirley Temple,
why would I be drinking a Shirley Temple and putting alcohol in that motherfucker?
Okay, so you just too much citrus, overkill in the citrus.
I mean, I just kind of how I'm feeling right now. Yeah. I'm just gonna go.
It makes sense.
Tomatoes.
Yeah, not everything can be a 4 drink.
Yeah,
And
to
I
me,
feel-
this is a 4 drink.
Oh.
and that
I'm just gonna say that. I mean, that's where we differ.
Yeah, that's what Zach
I
thinks.
feel-
Oh, well, what about the electric dust? Did that help?
Or hinder.
Nothing.
You know
enough?
what? Second time around, I enjoyed the electric dust. I thought it actually added a little something.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like it.
No, but I feel like the last couple
See,
times
Chris,
I've
your,
been here,
your orange has all the electric dust on it.
Well, what I wanted to do was I want to save my electric dust for this bite, and then maybe as these last bits kind of reinvigorate the taste.
Okay.
I drank it really quickly.
I see that.
Yeah.
I can usually gauge how well I made a drink by how fast Chris drinks. Because usually it'll just be sitting there full if it's terrible.
well, for the record, I think you already know when I say 2, like I wouldn't order this again. If you make another, I'm going to drink it. Like,
I mean that.
No, yeah. I mean, it's pretty.
That's the basis of a 2.
Yeah, it's in front of me. I'm going to drink it.
I will. I will always drink something in front of me, and when we're, I'm like the Ron Burgundy of drinking alcohol.
Just put it in front of me. It's going down your throat.
Yeah.
You put it in front of me, I'm fucking drinking it.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm going to edit it where he just says, I'm fucking. Put it in front of me. I'm fucking it.
I said fucking drinking.
Oh, well, we can work magic.
We can.
GarageBand can help us out, dude.
Hey, you do whatever you think you have to.
We need ratings, guys.
We need ratings.
Do we have them?
We have, I mean,
We have a dedicated, loyal
we have a
cult
loyal
following.
Fan base. Yeah, loyal fan base.
Well,
Yeah, Billy less than Zane, you rule.
Although I don't think Billy Lesson Zane's left a review or a rating.
Classic.
You know, boys, I was actually listening to
I hope so.
Gin and Sofa driving out to record for Gin and Sofa.
Okay.
Right on.
What episode was it?
Well, I mean, like, why don't we continue to talk about the drink, and then we could talk about that. I mean, or we can spiral into that.
No. So you say 2, you say 4. I'm gonna split the difference. I'm going 3.
Okay.
But I think it's a 3 leaning towards a 4. Only because I want to have a different opinion than all of you.
Sure. I mean, that's really like I was gonna say. Sometimes radio talk is better when you have someone that's just opposite for no reason.
Yeah, I think
like
I think it's
I wouldn't
he's
say
a
I'm
2.
opposite for. I'm not a
And
contrarian.
he's
No, I
a
didn't
2.
say that.
And he's a 2.
I do too. Don't you change your mind?
I'm
brother.
not.
But what I'm
I
saying
am
is, like,
not-
if we were all sitting here like 4, 4, 4, and we just like, all right, good, 5 minutes, we're out. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Good drink. Okay, good job.
But the way you made it sound like I'm not trying to be different. Just to be
no.
different.
No.
No.
I was saying he was trying to be different. Chris was trying to be different.
Yeah.
Bad Chris.
Yeah, like I do want to.
It's your own opinion,
I'd
goddammit.
probably lean for
3.5.
yeah
Now we
3.5.
got half.
Yeah, we've got to I'm ordering it and I'm saying to the guy like, can you add a little extra electric dust? You have a change a little bit to the.
You got a vessel. There's
Yeah.
Electric dust in it. You got to have a gallon. Just dump it on the shit, man.
Like I really liked it. Obviously I drank it pretty quickly.
I did too.
Yeah,
And I guess it just felt like citrus. It didn't taste too much of anything.
I liked how I think the Malfi was a really good
Which is
gin to use.
I didn't taste the gin at all. Did you?
No, not really.
That's dangerous.
That's a dangerous drink.
Not that gin tastes bad, but
But to Mike,
know
a
what,
dangerous drink is a 2 drink.
Give me 2 or 3 of these. Maybe I'll be calling it a 4.
yeah. We need more ratings. I need more.
Yeah. I dig it. I think it's a great drink. 2, 3, 4. I think that splits it to a 3.
It's a 3.
That's the Gin and Sofa rating.
Yeah, if you guys are out there listening, I know there's a couple of you out there. When we post it on the Instagrams and you listen to the episode, just go ahead and leave a comment on.
Yeah.
I guess you got to drink it first.
Yeah.
Go drink it. Go make it. Go drink it. Put your own cocktail scale. Don't put your own cock on it, but your cocktail scale.
If you do put your own cock on it, send it to Potozic.
Yeah. I'll send you
Not-
a DS.
Wouldn't be the first time I got a unsolicited dick pic.
Yeah, send me your cock. I'll give you a cock scale.
Yeah.
Gin and sofa cocktail scale.
Yeah.
Would not order again. 0.
And you can find us at Gin and Sofa Pod on Instagram or Twitter. Anywhere you want to reach us.
And we don't have a Facebook. It just goes through mine.
Yeah.
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 Cool, man. Go
Let us
make
know.
it. Go make and drink. Yeah. So now that we got refills,
Yeah.
you want to tell us what episode you were listening on the way here?
Yeah. So I still think I'm probably a couple episodes behind. I've also been cutting the podcast with a little Pod Meets World.
Oh.
So last time you told us about cutting, you said that it was because you had a one drink.
Yeah,
So
I
this is
know.
a one podcast.
No.
Oh, I'm just.
Yeah, I
just
just
making
math
sure.
here. I'm just
right
doing
when
math.
I said that, I knew you were gonna fucking say something.
Fucking say that then, bro. Don't say that, bro. Okay, so what episode is it?
It was a gin thing.
Oh, okay. A guy thing
Yeah.
review.
Have you seen that movie?
Yeah.
Ah.
The fun thing about that is I actually saw it in movie theaters with my mom.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because that came out,
Kind of an awkward movie to see with your mom.
2003.
That's a weird movie
Interesting.
to see with your mom.
And my sister, and I think my little sister was there too.
A
Yeah.
family outing.
Yeah.
Family outing to see
go
it's a
see
guy
a guy
thing.
thing.
Yeah.
I would not recommend. And, of course, trying to save money or taking the whole family. I want
Right.
to say I saw that fucking movie at like
I would say 7 or Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Like
11 a.m.
Saturday morning
Yeah,
at
like
probably like
10
10:30.
in the morning. That's when my mom
Yeah.
that's when they-
Matinee.
Yeah, the
The
matinee, and
matinee.
it's like, I think back then it was
Fucking
probably
must
like
have a matinee,
$2 for
Yeah.
a
Hell
fucking
out of here
movie.
with that shit. So
Did
You were just okay? So we literally were talking about ratings, and you were like, "Well, I've been listening to it," and then you just kind of like let it hang in the air like that.
But like, did you enjoy the movie? Did you agree with our review that it was? I think it's a great movie.
Have you finished that episode?
I haven't finished.
Oh, my apologies. Spoiler alert, we thought it was a great movie.
However, well, I got to the point where you said it was a great movie. Now, here's what I would say about it. One, I haven't seen that movie in like 20 years.
It's like one awful movie.
However, two, I very distinctively remember, the whole point of it being called a guy thing. I remember the scene where, he was trying to explain the panties.
Yes.
And then the fucking fiance calls up the department store.
Yeah.
And it was like some like heavy-set black guy, just completely plays into it. It's like, talking about how he's got a panty bin and they're fucking throwing dirty panties.
These damn
so
collars.
sorry.
Yeah, vandals.
Yeah. And then I remember he hangs up the phone and it's like some like random, person checking out kind of looks at him like, what the fuck did you just say? And he's just like, it's a guy thing.
Yeah.
What I remember of that movie.
I was about to say, and you forgot that randomly.
Yeah, so like, because he says that, and you're like, haha, got it.
Yeah, that's a great.
You get a chuckle out of that, right?
That's a great place to end that
and
scene.
Then like 2 seconds later, the old lady looks at him, she's like, bullshit.
And then the scene ends.
And then the scene ends, and I'm like, we could have cut that. Did someone like offer her, like her agent got her a contract where she gets some words?
Yeah.
Like he's like, no, man, my client needs
Lucille is not an extra.
And what's
She's a spoken line only.
Throw in the cash on that one.
Yeah. What's funny is I don't remember that part. So
I think you remember good things, and if we didn't, if we hadn't watched that, I bet if we had done that review a week later or 2 weeks later, we would not have remembered that the lady.
Well, I remember it now forever.
That's it's ingrained.
Yeah, it's fucking.
Like I said, it's been 20 years. However, if I had to rate that movie, I would say definitely don't see it in theaters.
With your family and 2 sisters.
Yeah.
The entire family's out.
I don't know that I would pay to rent that movie.
Didn't we pay to rent it? Showtime.
No, it was on, I want to say it was on HBO or something.
Okay.
If it was on like a streaming service and... As long as I wasn't trying to like impress, like I wouldn't be like showing that like on a date or anything. But if we were dating or I was married, no, I mean I am married, but sure, like I would probably if it showed up, I would watch it again.
Okay.
It kind of reminds me of like that that era of movies where like just kind of random.
Yeah.
A lot of those kind of films were out.
But like that movie doesn't hold up to like a 40-year-old virgin or like, Wedding Crashers or
Well, this came up before that.
A couple years, yeah.
I think there was like a weird lull. Like Tom Green had taken over.
Yeah, Tom Green was big in the
and there was like a lot of Freddie Got Fingered and stuff, and so they're like, let's make like a
give me an everyman.
An everyman get, in trouble kind of deal. Instead of a guy being Tom Green.
Tom Green was partially okay in Road Trip.
That's the only thing he's
like
okay.
10 minutes of screen time.
Yeah.
That's probably why.
He wasn't bad in Stealing Harvard.
No, he wasn't bad in Stealing
Harvard.
Yeah,
but he wasn't very Tom Green in Stealing Harvard.
Now the other thing I'd say about the podcast, one, for you dope or dumb, definitely dumb fireworks. Now,
okay.
I thought you were saying dope or dumb is dumb. I was like,
I was like, dope or dumb is dumb.
I'm a big fan of dope or dumb.
Fireworks dumb? Yeah.
When you were talking about dogs and you're like, none of our dogs, my 80-pound golden retriever, my male, freaks the fuck out. So every time I hear some asshole lighting fireworks, I'm like, fuck. We're going to have, Jax sleeping in the middle of us, shaking the whole fucking night because he's scared.
You
Classic.
Say male?
Yeah.
What was that to do with anything?
Well, you guys know that I have a male and a female golden retriever.
You said Jax.
Jax.
Jax Briggs.
Did you name him after Mortal Kombat? I'm curious.
That's a good.
I did not name him. I got him with the relationship.
This is Karis.
Yeah.
Spray painted. Yeah.
I named my dog. I got a
Tippy.
female golden retriever.
Oh.
And I named her Molly Ringwald.
Ooh.
AKC registered.
Yeah.
You'll have to come back for Brat Pack movies.
What about?
and-
Yeah.
Would love to.
Yeah.
Talking about some fighting games.
Ooh.
Video game adaptation. Video game adaptations.
That would be
How's
good. That would make for a great episode. If you think that would make for a great episode, you should. Yeah, you should DM us and tell us to do video games.
Yes.
Yes.
Adapted as film.
I know. I love Molly, but give her like a fighting name, Sonya Blade.
Ooh.
Because her and Jax fight a lot. And
Sonya
they can spray paint
Jax.
Jax's arms chrome.
That'd be dope.
You know, her and...
Dope or dumb?
Yeah, dope or dumb. Spray painting my dog's arms. Metal.
The other thing I wanted to say about that episode is you talked in the beginning about like your favorite bands, and you're talking about being kind of insecure about your music taste. I was 100% there. Like when I was a teenager. I remember I was very big into Train, the album with Drops of
Train.
Jupiter. However,
album.
Meet Virginia. Is that the one?
Yeah.
no, that was the one before. There was no way I would tell anyone that.
You
so
just
like,
did.
You just told our
You told
entire.
like 20 people.
Yeah.
well, sure. Now, I mean, yeah, but you're
30-ish.
talking about.
Oh, my bad.
You're talking about back then, being a 13-year-old kid that is insecure. I mean, everyone,
Yeah.
teenagers
Yeah,
insecure,
yeah.
And I remember when I was like 16, 17, one of my friends down in Pensacola made me a mixtape, or not a mixtape, burnt me a CD.
Yeah, I was like, we're a little old. We are not that old. We are old, but we're not mixtape old. Like,
Well, I mean,
it's burn CD.
yeah, she burns a CD.
Does that? I know you're. I don't mean to cut you off, but does that, but I'm going to. Does that hurt your feelings at all to think that like we were skipped over?
That most kids don't know what burning a CD is.
Yeah, because
Yeah, a
okay,
little
so
bit.
basically, like if someone says something like you, okay, Chris, you were
Yeah.
going out with Haley,
Yeah.
and you were like you're making a playlist for each other,
Yeah.
and you said it's like making a mixtape for someone, right?
Yeah.
Why does everyone say? Why does
yeah.
everyone say that? But no one says it's like burning a CD.
Okay,
you know?
now-
You know,
yeah,
you
that's true.
Completely
That's
skipped
true.
over.
But
As a generation.
That is very
As a
true.
generation. Of
Yeah.
the lost
So, but
generation.
here's how the way I feel like the two,
we made a B-side.
when I say burning a CD, I am talking about literally like you giving me one of your fucking Sum 41
Nice,
albums.
yeah.
Did he give you Does This Look Infected?
Yeah.
That's a great
so
album.
that's
Great
like you give him, you gave me Chuck, and that's like me taking Chuck, putting it in the computer,
Yeah.
burning it, and then coming out with a fucking CD, Chuck.
I mean, sure,
If,
but like, I
if
mean,
I'm making a playlist for you of like,
But
our
technically that's a
fucking
burn- that's a
awesome
burn
summer of
CD.
95.
that's a burn CD, though, right?
No, that's a mixtape.
That's not a mixtape.
It is a mixtape.
dude. It's not a tape, dude.
I understand it's not a
No,
tape.
like me and Duham will have a Prom 06 mix CD.
We
And that
can
is a
call it
burn
mix CD, but it's
It
not,
is on fire. It is burn CD, bro.
but it's not burning a CD. If you're making, we can call it a
but
mix
still-
CD.
But like, no one calls it a mix. Yeah, no one calls it a mix CD. Everyone calls it a mix tape.
That's
Can I be
because
honest with you?
every,
tape
like,
literally has tape.
This
right?
is something our viewers should, listeners
I'm
should.
just
Yeah,
saying,
no,
isn't that funny?
I
I
agree.
know. Have we
Both of
not
you are
been-
making great points.
No, I'm just saying
the
for,
old millennial, the older millennials.
We've been skipped.
We have been skipped.
We have been skipped.
Now it's like I made a playlist.
I
I made a playlist on Spotify. You know,
sure.
or it's a mixtape, which could apply to the tape or possibly the CD, according to Mike.
I made you a vinyl.
I made you a vinyl.
I
Dude,
ripped
if you
you
make
a.
me a
real,
vinyl,
really.
I'll probably blow you. That'd be fucking
Hey,
awesome.
you can do that.
Good to know.
Not blow me, but you can make a custom vinyl.
That
Hey,
would be
man.
awesome.
Hey, I don't know what you're doing the rest of the afternoon, but you can blow me.
You got any plans?
I got some for you. No big deal.
No, but going back to what I originally said before we got into that. Not that I didn't
what?
want to
I
get
don't
into
know.
that. I remember having a burned CD of Michelle Branch.
Ooh.
And I didn't want anyone to know that I
Okay.
was listening to Michelle Branch.
Do you remember when we tried to make the like Metallica playlist?
I do, and it was effectively every Metallica song.
You know what it is, brother. But I'm saying that was a mixed CD. That was a burned CD.
It wasn't a burned CD, it was a mixed CD.
Dude.
It was a mixtape or mixed
There's not a
mixed
mixtape.
CD.
There's no tape on a CD player.
That's fine, but it wasn't
laser beam.
a burned CD.
It's a mixed laser.
Is when
Laser
you are
beam.
literally taking a CD and then copying it over.
Well, it was, but we were gonna cut out the songs that sucked.
We were making a playlist.
We cut out
We
the.
couldn't find any fluff.
We were making a mixed CD.
Anyway, man, all I'm saying is I think we're the forgotten generation.
We're the forgotten generation.
I think there's actually a generation called the Forgotten
Yeah, but we've
Generation.
already forgot about them, so now we're
Yeah.
the
Yeah, well, they are
They-
extinct.
Yeah, they passed
we've
away.
forgotten about them.
Yeah.
They've already been forgotten.
Yeah.
Now
Okay.
it's time for us to be forgotten.
We literally forgot about it.
We
It's time for us to be forgotten.
So back to this Michelle Branch. I was still being the insecure.
Would you? Yeah, you would.
Would I bang her?
I didn't say that.
Back then, sure.
Back then.
Now, I mean,
Actually,
probably still, yeah. But well,
I
I mean,
haven't seen
I'm
what she
married,
looks like, but
you know.
she's probably rich.
She
so
just
she's
she
good.
just got arrested for domestic violence.
Oh. I think Chris likes that kind of girl.
That sounds hot.
I mean,
Sign me up.
I probably wouldn't have called the cops if
Yeah,
if
you
a
know,
girl
you
slapped
probably would
me.
have been already getting off.
Yeah, I would have been like, "You've started something."
I just,
And just look down at your pants. Do you
Yeah.
realize what you started? I have a boner.
Yeah, be like, "I appreciate it. This is no longer an argument."
Let's transition
Yeah.
to a bedroom battle.
So Michelle Branch is on your mix CD.
Yeah.
Your burned CD of Michelle.
Burn mixed CD.
and I remember I couldn't bring myself to writing Michelle Branch.
Ooh, what did
I
you
just
write?
wrote MB.
MB.
I did.
What was your answer? People asked what MB stood for.
Oh, if someone saw the, what would you have said?
Well, and I'm glad you asked that because
Modest
I was going to
spouse.
say the
Metallica bound.
the irony to all of this is who the fuck was riding in my car? Who was hanging out with me? I had
Also,
just
here, I think what the irony is, why did you even write anything on it?
yeah.
Well, he had to know. He didn't want to
I
export it and be like,
I
"What is
had to
this?"
know.
It's true, because like I could have gotten in your car, I'm like, oh dude, blank CD was put it in. And then
Let's see
Michelle
what this
Branch
is.
starts blasting. I'm just gonna look at you like, what?
Or now I
I
guess
was
I
like,
could
oh
have
my
thrown
god, dude,
like
are you
a
serious right now? I love this shit.
Ooh, yeah, that's how you could have realized you were making mad friends. Be like,
Yeah.
bro,
Or you found the girl, you know,
Yeah.
you're like, hey, put this on. You're like, holy shit. You love Michelle Branch, dude?
but I mean like that. That's
You're everywhere to
kinda
me, bro. You're everywhere to me.
That's kind of just the product of being a teenager. You're
Yeah.
so insecure, and you
I
know,
mean,
music.
for sure, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, that's the
Music,
problem.
it plays such a big
You teenagers
role
out
in
there
your
listening
life.
to us, you probably shouldn't be.
yeah,
Well,
But if you are,
everyone is. So
don't be, we're popular.
I mean,
Yeah.
Not a surf, but you know,
not a
don't
surface
be,
cool.
don't be like ashamed of like.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
you listen to whatever fuck you want to, and if that song fucks, that song fucks. You know,
Yeah.
but
So I think it's more acceptable today to listen to whatever you want.
Yeah, kids
I
these
don't know
days
why.
are more.
Maybe it's not. Maybe
accepting.
because we're adults and we don't see it as like a teenager. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, I don't know. You know, maybe
because like if someone was like, you listen to some Britney Spears, I'm like, yeah, dude. No, like, all right, and then like the conversation would just keep going. Yeah, but like if you were 16, it'd be like, are you serious right now?
yeah.
Billie Eilish,
Yeah,
get the fuck out of here.
yeah, yeah.
Maybe it's just because we're old.
It
I
could be.
didn't mean to bring the
No,
mood
no, no,
down.
no, no,
I
no.
don't know.
I
It's
just mean to like.
We're older.
I mean, it's probably
We're experienced.
it probably has
Distinguished.
changed. I feel like things
We're
have.
distinguished gentlemen. Distinguished.
I especially
English
like
distinguished.
the amount of people that I work with that like watch anime and like talk openly.
That's all. That's
Yeah.
a big thing, dude.
You know, because
Yeah.
like growing up, like
I just brought this up. Like,
Yeah, he did simulation.
yeah, simulation. Dope or dumb?
I feel like the back then like you really didn't talk about anime. Now,
Yeah, dude, fucking said that shit this morning, bro. I was like,
Yeah.
me and Sean. Remember Sean?
Jarvis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like we would we talk about like Gundam
Yeah.
and like, Dragon Ball Z, and like, but we wouldn't say it like super loud
Yeah.
because you didn't want anybody to hear.
Yeah, the girl in the back of the bus.
Might hear that you like Goku.
Yeah,
like, like Goku beating an ass. Like, oh my god, that guy's talking about nerdy ass shit. Get him out of my face.
Yeah, but like Goku, I'm never gonna.
Like, okay, so like, we were at I think. Well, why were we? It was a party for some reason at Brandy's producer mom's house.
Yeah.
What was that for again? Do you remember the cookout? Oh,
end of summer.
Jesse was here.
Oh, yeah.
So her brother was here. Producer Brandy's brother was here,
right?
And
a lot of people gathered.
A big gathering. So then producer Brandy's like old friend Brittany, she shows up and she brings her husband, I think, or fiance or something. I think it's husband, whatever.
Yeah.
And he's just got a
DBZ
DBZ shirt on.
Dope.
Out in public, bro. Right. And like, Chris
that dude is secure.
About, like, sick dude, sick character, whatever. And
yeah,
dude, go on, rules.
Yeah,
right.
It was Gohan.
Yeah. Now it's like all coming back to me, right?
Yeah,
and we just like have like a 30-second conversation, like, it's dope, right? And then, like, I just think in my head now is like, if I wore that in high school, you'd be like,
yeah, this dude just walked in here with a
likes penis in his mouth. You know what I mean? Like, there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying, like.
I just remember back. Do you remember the kind of like silk shirts that
Dragon Kids.
I had some.
Yeah, I know, but
oh, okay, we all know.
Everyone knows it.
Sean may have rubbed off on me. Not rub one.
I was usually there at the Spencer's Gifts while your mom was buying them.
My mom?
Why were you with?
Why were you
Zach's?
watching my mom?
Because we would all go. Your mom, my mom, you, me, Katie, Cooper. We were all there.
Did Coop wear?
Yeah, he did.
Silk shirt.
Yeah, he did.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I actually
gave him some.
I wore one. Yeah.
But is that your living testament?
That was like middle school. All I'm saying is, like, in high school, you'd have those couple kids that were like openly, ripping the
anime fans.
Yeah, they're just wide out.
They were anime magic kids, and like no one else really. They were kind of isolated.
I will say the anime and the magic kids were different people.
Yeah, what about the Yu-Gi-Oh kids, Michael?
Ooh, I feel like the Yu-Gi-Oh had some overlap with the anime kids.
No, I'm not.
Oh, were you a Yu-Gi-Oh kid?
What? Were you? Say.
Were you a Yu-Gi-Oh kid?
No.
I had all 5 pieces
Probably
of Exodia.
The anti. I mean, like...
Coop was a Yu-Gi-Oh guy.
It's a thinking man's game.
Yeah, that bullshit Pokemon, man.
Yeah.
We a simpleton?
We can talk about the Pokemon in the next episode that we're...
Best trading card games.
We had a listener DM us.
We did. Oh, listener DM
was saying that when you said Pokemon, it drove
them crazy.
She couldn't wrap her head around.
It is Pokemon.
Said Pokemon.
Wait, how do you say it?
Pokemon.
How did I say it?
Pokemon.
Don't be doing this shit.
How'd you say it?
Don't be doing this shit. We know what you're saying. Don't fall in this trap.
Oh, is this a thing? Is this a thing he does?
This is a thing he does. This is a Potozic thing.
I dig it.
Listen.
It was our friend Chris Bread.
Crisp bread.
Yeah, crisp bread.
All right.
Crisp bread.
Oh, crisp bread. Yeah.
Crisp bread.
Crisp bread, if you're out there...
Fuck you.
And you don't like the way that I say Pokemon...
Bread.
Well, I'm not going to change it, but...
He said roll up.
He said roll up. You know how I beat.
Yeah.
Crisp bread.
I'm just kidding. Crisp bread, don't roll up on Potozic.
So it wasn't crisp bread?
No, it was. But Chris Bread should not roll up on anybody. He's a bad guy. Well, not like a bad guy. I don't even think he's one of our 30 listeners at this point. What I mean?
Is this man gonna, roll up and be like, "It's Pokemon, bitch," and start spraying bullets?
Unfortunately.
Oh, well, shit.
Like if you question
Yeah.
Chris Bread's manhood,
Crisp bread?
Crisp bread.
Crisp bread.
Crisp.
Crisp bread. Crisp bread?
I'm not questioning shit.
I want to point out that Potozic is drinking a second one of these, and so his rating can no longer be a 2.
I already said that if you pour me
I think you're at a 7.
Yeah.
You have doubled.
Yeah. Potosi broke the scale.
You've
This
done-
drink is a 30 for Potosi.
Yeah. I can't stop drinking these. Sad note, I got some bad news.
What's up?
We're out of Mountain Dew.
Words you never want to hear. So Zach made that sick drink.
I made a sick drink. This is not the sick drink. The one I made earlier was a sick drink. It was the Limewire drink. And it was for the early internet talk.
Yeah.
You guys ready to delve into it?
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
I think the best place to start is probably with the drink.
With the Limewire?
Yeah.
So, I think the funny thing is, like, I think we're the lost generation. You know what I'm saying? We're the forgotten generation.
Yeah.
And I think that people now, kids these days or anything, they don't know, like, how hard it was to get music.
Right.
For sure.
There's Spotify, Apple Music.
You can literally just type it and find it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going all the way back to like the 90s where it was like you had to just wait for the radio. We all know how that was.
Yeah.
That was shitty. But I'm talking like when I was in like middle school, like early high school, where like some friend, mine was Nick, he showed me.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, there's this thing. Limewire. And you're like, what? What is that, right? And you just like could just search anything. And I didn't know it mostly was used for music and porn. But like you can find anything on it.
Definitely used for porn.
Definitely used
Yeah,
for porn.
that's what I used.
Okay. See, there you go. I use Limewire for music.
Yeah.
Discover like crazy ass music. And then clearly Chris used it for porn.
Yeah.
What about you, Mike?
You could type a word in and someone would have like I think I realized it was like you could find any porn on it because I would start trying to look for something like brand new and like
titties.
Yeah. Like you would type in something like quiet things and it would be like quiet things done on a girl. You know what I mean? And you'd be like
quiet things my MILF is
and I'd be like, that must be the song.
I've heard this is the beginning.
And
this does not sound like the song I heard the other day.
The only you guys had like a family computer, right? So like
I was never able to put Limewire on mine, so I used it at Nick's house. Yeah, because I was like, the funny thing is I was like naive as fuck, right? So I was like, Nick uses Limewire, and then like they're like, you ain't putting that shit on my computer, and I was like, fine,
all right,
because the parents were douches, but I mean, probably for their own good. So.
Yeah.
But it's funny that you used it for something else.
Yeah, I did, but also because I didn't have a family computer where like we all shared it.
Yeah,
I had my own that I could.
Mr. gets ices at the
ices
movie.
And fucking
get your own computer.
I didn't have my own computer until I was going to college. I'd already graduated high
when
school.
I moved out.
Yeah.
Like 19, 20. That's when I had it.
Yeah.
Is it weird? If I say that I don't even know how LimeWire worked, and I still don't?
I'm gonna be real with you boys. I have never to this day used LimeWire.
Really?
Yeah. Like,
wow. So
how did you steal music?
You're just like, what the hell does that appeal to me?
What'd you say?
How did you steal music?
Yeah.
I didn't.
You were an Apple. iTunes bought the albums.
What a Patriot!
No, back then, like I would buy CDs.
I mean, to be honest, I'd buy.
Yeah.
But like that was like. So I don't know if it was the fact of like a family computer.
Sure.
But like the ideal of like me pirating music never even occurred to me. And even when like I was aware of like Napster and LimeWire, still never did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this was after Napster.
Yeah.
Napster was like,
okay. The only thing about Napster though, this is random. So Napster, after they were originally like you steal the music. Right. Then they tried to go legit. Mm-hmm. My stepfather, of all people, when I was really young, well, not really young, but like around the age like he first met my mother. he paid for Napster. Like it was like the original Spotify back then. Like you could pay for Napster Pro and like literally be able to download like legally the
Isn't
albums.
that funny though? Because they turned into nothing.
Yeah, like now Napster doesn't exist, and like they literally, I feel like they paved the way. Someone was like, "Oh wow, that's a good idea."
Yeah, let's make it better.
Yeah.
Let's
So
take your idea and go
what's
run with it.
What's funny about Napster is, you had like Lars Ulrich,
Yeah, we all
from
know,
Metallica, who was super, super, super anti-Napster. And then you had Dashboard Confessionals, who was actually getting popular because of it.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like, oh, fucking.
Well, it was funny because these bands, I feel like Dashboard and all those bands got really popular. Do you think these bands would get so popular now if you took, like, okay, so here's
Well, now, yes.
Here's what I'm saying. Well, because everyone's nostalgic, right? But like, if say Taking Back Sunday, Dashboard, Modest Mouse, all that shit came out in 2022 instead of 2002, and they didn't have MySpace to catapult them, do you think they'd be as popular? Because MySpace, I think, was vital in those bands.
Yeah.
Or do you think it's just kind of one of those things? They'd find another way to get
I
out?
personally think it was one of those things. So like Dashboard got popular in Napster, and then they still made the MTV airwaves.
But you know, you get the MTV,
Yeah.
but then like someone's always got the MySpace with the song on. You know, they got the
They got hands
video
down
on it or something.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear what you're saying. I feel like when you're talking about like MySpace, and there might even be viewers out here that never even or listeners
Does it
that
make you sad?
never
How does that make you feel?
never even had a MySpace.
You never had a top 8?
Yeah, if you've never
Frank
had a
Miller.
top 8,
Yeah,
she's
dude.
too young for you, bro.
Yeah.
to steal one from Jersey Shore.
Yeah, exactly. If she doesn't know what top 8 is, she's the right age for you, bro.
I have long thought this, and this is an aside. We don't have to get into this, but just I think speaking of Spotify and all these things and like all this, there should be a dating app
Okay.
where it's my
There are
Spotify
dating apps.
related to
Wait.
just my Spotify,
What do you mean? Oh, okay. Yeah,
where
yeah.
it matches you with people based
Mike,
on like
we know there are
On
dating
your
apps.
music?
yeah, like if you follow a lot of the same bands, they're like,
So
oh
I
yeah.
know Tinder used to use like you could put your music
Yeah,
on it, but I
You
doubt
you
it-
choose one song and
Right.
yeah,
and
You know,
I doubt anyone actually looked at it. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
that's
Like,
true.
I feel like it's only time.
That's a good idea though.
Yeah, just
Like,
something to think about as we move on to another part
If you
of the
listen
early
to
internet.
Tinder CEO and,
Dating
and
app
Hinge,
brought to you by Gin Sofa.
So what's your favorite gin and what's your favorite band? All right, that's that's song you need to put in
Yeah.
to find you a match. I think it's I do think it's a lost art is MySpace.
Yeah,
Like the wannabe coding.
yeah,
You
like
know,
the
your
basic
copy,
HTML. Yeah.
You got the music embedded in it, and you're like show your
Yeah.
who you are. And I think you don't. There's nothing on the internet unless you do that anymore.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Because like you can have an Instagram, like we have an Instagram for
Right.
Gin and Sofa, but like are we like any different than any other podcast
No.
Instagram? Any different than any cocktail mixologist? It's all the same. You know what I mean? Like
I hear what you're saying, because like with MySpace, you could go on and correct me if I'm wrong, but like you could have different colors in your background.
Yeah.
You could have different
if you really
pictures.
wanted to, you can go
Yeah.
all out.
Yeah.
You can,
And then,
make it,
like-
different font and shit.
You know, and like it would be refreshing to go on someone's MySpace, and first thing you hear is somebody's number one song that
Yeah.
they're rolling through
What was
on
your
their
song for the
playlist.
longest time? What was your song?
So I remember it was for a long time. It was Dashboard Confessionals,
Nice.
hands down, and
Classic.
Hands
then
down.
Plain
likes that
White
song.
It's a
Tees.
good song.
Hey there,
Yeah.
Delilah.
Oh,
That was a big MySpace.
That was a big- yeah, that was big.
huge.
And it was
MySpace.
also for a long time. It was Sarah and my song. You know, yeah.
Mhm.
Can I ask what the song was? Am I allowed to ask what the song is?
Hey there, Delilah.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was a third song.
No,
here.
no, no.
Oh, sorry.
Holy shit! I didn't. My flap didn't close. I drank that straight in my lungs.
And then I also remember AFI had it was Rabbits and Roadkill.
Oh, a deep cut.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Taking Back Sunday, Make That
He
Shit.
remembers every single.
I was gonna say I for some reason only really remember 2
From you or from me?
from me,
Okay.
and I was. we talked about it earlier today about being embarrassed by your music taste and shit.
You shouldn't be.
And yeah, of course, I was, but like I had, I think I started off with Sugar We're Going Down,
Ooh.
Fall Out Boy.
Yeah,
It was
nice, nice.
Like, I don't know, I loved it. It was also one of those songs that like got me into that, like, you really went deep in putting that finger down your throat.
I was trying to mix it.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
In my finger?
Yeah.
In your finger?
In your mouth. Yeah, you went like knuckle.
I was trying to get
2
all
or
of
3
it off.
knuckles deep, bro.
Not a gag reflex guy
No,
over
not
there.
even a hesitation in sight.
Yeah.
Not even a fluctuation.
Wow. Congrats.
You really, hey, is that a 0? What's going on with that drink?
It's not very good.
I dig it. I don't know about the peach, I think. I like the peach juice. Anyway, we're drinking to keep drinking.
Yeah.
Peach and mezcal.
To keep it running.
Yeah, keep it going. And I thought like that was one that I've said it many times before. Like Sugar We're Going Down is like one of the songs that really got me into
Definitely
pop
a
punk.
one.
Yeah.
Definitely a one.
Oh well, eat my ass. So like it was one of those like songs that like really got me into pop punk. Them
Right.
and I'm Not Okay by MCR and stuff like that.
Would you consider that pop punk? I always classify it
Oh,
as
100%, dude. It's what's the difference between pop punk and emo? That's a real, that's a
I mean,
real fine
it's-
line, dude.
It's
Yeah.
dealer's choice.
That's a
I
fine
mean,
line because I feel like it's a spectrum.
I also always lump all of it into all.
Because someone could say like they're just pop rock.
I just say
it's
it's
Yeah.
alternative.
but it's like it's in the name, pop punk. You know what I mean?
I
But
just say
get
it's
it.
alternative.
See, there's that. I don't know what the hell alternative. I don't know what alternative means. I think that word was invented for people that don't know what metal is.
I
or,
think
like,
it
And then
started-
adult
yeah,
alternative.
like adult contemporary.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. What the fuck?
I think it just kind of started in the late 80s, early 90s.
I think so because they're like we got like a thrash metal and we got like punk, like Sex Pistols. Like what's
Yeah.
in between? What's called alternative?
It's alternative.
It's alternative to those 2 brands.
Yeah.
It's not, and you're like,
But I
whatever,
think
bro.
you had your rock and then you had your alternative, which I think Sex Pistols, I think punk rock
it's
would have
punk.
been alternative.
But it's I don't know, man. But the point is,
the
It
point
doesn't
being,
matter.
it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter.
none of those genres.
That was
matter.
like my first one, but then for
Yeah.
like the longest time, bro, I had. Don't you laugh, bro? But I had some 41 pieces
Really.
and the video too.
I love that song.
Now we were MySpace friends. I do remember you also having Drops of Jupiter for a while.
Oh fuck! I think I did.
A
Yeah.
great song. We were talking about that
Yeah.
earlier.
I know. I guess I see. I forget. It's crazy because I only remember 2. But
This is
I,
why
now
we're
I do.
friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I remember Drops of Jupiter.
Yeah.
It's funny though. I went to like the sad,
Yeah.
songs. I went from like Sugar We're Going Down, and then here's another fun fact about that was the fact that again we had a family computer, and my parents would kill me if I was on there doing like shit.
Just doing anything.
What's a malware?
Right.
It's a malware.
Malware, malicious shit on my computer. So I went over to Dylan's house next door, and he had a MySpace before me, dude. It's like he's
Dylan's like
seems like 4 years younger, than me, right? So he's got a MySpace. He's like, yeah, bro, that's how you make one. Click and click. And I was like, dude, make me one. So actually, no. I take it back. I made it at Nick's house. We're talking about Limewire.
Okay.
Limewire. He also made me a MySpace, and then I was over at Dylan's house whenever I wanted to go on it. And so like when I went from Sugar We're Going Down, so I didn't really update my song a lot. Until later on, where I didn't give a fuck about my parents' computer, but and it's just kind of funny. And I went from like that, like pop punk, to like I want some emo, sappy shit.
Yeah.
Some 41's not really emo, but that song was very emo.
I agree.
Do you remember yours? I feel like you were one of the guys that like went through like weekly and changed it out.
I changed it a lot. Like I remember having like a Fear Before the March of Flames song.
Yeah, what was Moose Jaw?
Oh, that was Randy.
Was that Randy?
Yeah, Randy,
I remember
yeah.
this. I don't know why
Yeah.
I was like because I was like
Do you-
his name on there.
Do you remember Me Gigantic?
Yes.
Yeah, that was my
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
But yeah, the funny thing is you were just talking about like how you would go to Dylan's house. I had like 4 people that would only check their, well, maybe not only check their MySpace, but could only, like if they were at my house, would be like, yo, bro, Can I log in on my MySpace real quick?
Yeah. Because your parents wouldn't let you.
Yeah, they'd be like, "Oh, I
was one of those guys, man."
I read a Dateline article that said MySpace is bad,
and they're probably right.
Yeah,
I mean, because like it
was lawless,
lawless land.
Yeah,
and it was.
Well, I'm glad you said lawless.
I'm intrigued.
You say okay. You say lawless. I just kind of think of it like. So by the time that MySpace came out, it's like the what 04?
Yeah, I was gonna say we were like about sophomore, junior year.
Yeah, I didn't figure it out until probably 2005. So it probably came out a year or two before.
Yeah.
I think of the early days of the internet as just a fucking wasteland.
But it's crazy though. I think that like it was such a what's the word I'm looking for? Revelation?
Yeah, but
yeah.
I just think back then,
that, like we were like it's such a revelation. The fact that you can find a girl that you knew, right?
Yeah.
Like say you saw her in your class.
Yeah, like she was in your. You could just like be like, "Oh, she's in my class. Let me."
And then you can send her a message and be like, "I've really been trying to talk to you because I got like I got a crush on you."
Yeah,
and I don't know how to say it. And then it's
a revelation.
It is a revelation because it's what's led to the world is today, right?
Yeah,
I think what's weird about MySpace.
I don't want to know what's weird about MySpace. Yeah, what's weird about MySpace?
So what you just described
is how you.
That's how I dated your ex-girlfriend.
Thank you
for 2 years.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
You just DM'd her and
dating Zach. What's up?
No, it didn't.
I saw you from afar.
Did you DM her or did you respond to one of her bulletins, which is one of my favorite MySpace techniques?
I think I saw her as, what I don't know what MySpace did, like people you might know or what,
I don't think they really had that.
I don't understand how we found people.
Well,
I think I would just click someone's. Yeah. You would just click someone's profile and be like,
somehow
keep going.
Somehow I found this girl.
Scene chick.
That was very much me.
I fucking clicked on her.
Nice bangs. Fucking love the color of that hair, chick.
And I remember her, she's like, "Hey, I think I remembered you. Didn't you say some derogatory comment about me?"
Yeah, nice ass.
Yeah.
That's not derogatory.
Yeah, it's so petty now, but hey, when you're fucking 16,
whatever.
But
were you a date my good friend?
My best friend since like second grade.
Let's fornicate.
First grade
in front of him.
Hey, we figured it out.
Yeah,
all of us.
Yeah. All of us. Well, that sounds like a story that might come up on another pod.
Sure. But
what is?
So you went a DM, right? But don't you think that like clearly MySpace wouldn't?
It laid the groundwork for where the world headed with like people now on Instagram that like. There are people on Instagram that I have never met yet, but like we DM each other and have like full blown conversations.
Yeah, sure.
And like this is like.
I mean, like we talk to the other podcast people.
Yeah.
And
right.
And Night Classy, and they'll give us tips and say like, "Hey, good job."
Shout out Night
Classy.
Classy.
Like, hey, nice on that. And we're like talk to each other, and it's like this would not be a thing if MySpace didn't take off.
Yeah. Like imagine if
I don't think Facebook would be where it is.
No, because if you think about it, like before MySpace, I don't know what you fucking did on the internet. Like me, I remember when we first.
You want to know what I did on the internet?
Don't say porn.
No, it wasn't porn.
Okay.
It was kind of dumb. It's like the world's
mine's gonna be dumb too. So
I'm gonna break it down for you. All right. So did you ever have a computer class in school?
I had one in 7th grade. Yes.
Well, I had one like 9th, maybe.
Sure.
Sophomore year, maybe.
I also took one in college. Yes.
Yeah.
That's a little too far down the road.
Okay.
You got to be young enough.
Because this is like before the internet, like before MySpace and whatever, or Facebook.
Well, it wasn't before the internet.
No, it was before the internet got big.
Yeah. Okay. Before like social media and like people use. Yeah.
So I was in the computer class, and you just had like free time to do whatever the fuck you want. I guess it was weird.
Yeah.
I know that I used to watch a lot of wrestling back then. We talked about that earlier. Chris.
Yeah.
Wrestling. And I was a big Rock fan. I love The Rock. I still do.
Yeah, me too.
Hero. Anyway.
I'm more of a Gold Dust kind of guy.
Gold Dust. Okay.
You know what, Mike? You're a cool guy, but that definitely tracks. You are a Gold Dust dude through and through.
And we will talk about it when we talk about the Red Hot Chili Pepper album, but I embrace myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he was a big Rock fan, and he just kind of like announced that he had a website.
Oh.
And so I was just on. I was
Did you go to the Rock's website from your computer?
I went on the Rock's website in computer class, and like
man.
websites back then where it was like just one page basically, and it was kind of like this weird thing. Like, say, look at this Cowboy Bebop poster, right? You guys see it?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Say this was the page that loaded up, right? And Spike's there, right?
Yeah.
And like if you clicked on his cigarette smoke, it was like, hey, some like interesting fact about the show. And if you clicked on CU Space Cowboy, it took you to like another like page. And then you clicked on like Lucky Strike, it took you somewhere else. Like, there was like little hot links everywhere.
Yeah.
And that was it. That was
that was the site.
It was like The Rock showed up and he's like, yo, can you smell The Rock's cooking? And I was like, fuck yeah, I can, brother. What's up? And it was like Jabroni Drive and something
Jabroni
else.
Drive,
like,
nice.
I was like, click on Jabroni Drive. And then my teacher's like, hey, you're not allowed to say jabroni. You know, I was like, and
they hit you with that.
Yeah, and then like my mom's like, why are you on this website? You're not talking about jabronis. And I'm like, yo, The Rock said jabroni. You know? Like,
Also, who's really getting upset about the word jabroni?
but it's funny because like that's like an adult thing to do, you know?
Yeah.
Like, this kid's saying, I don't even know what this word means, but he says
But stop
jabroni,
saying
but
it.
It doesn't sound like
I'm mad.
Yeah, but I'm mad about it, and I don't know why. But I think that's crazy that the internet was like pages like that.
Yeah. I don't know. You can still look at the original Space Jam website. They never changed it, and it very much is the exact same
crazy,
thing,
dude. It, like,
sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good.
As a web designer, to see like old old pages, and then see like
Shudder.
Yeah, it's like man, I couldn't even imagine. But in a way, it was like way more creative. Because like now everything's driven by user experience, so everyone's like, okay, best practices are this. So every site,
you have like a drop down menu. It's like find what you want.
Yeah, exactly.
I do think that was kind of cool. Like it would be like, again, to refer back to the poster, like you click on that little fucking spaceship coming up by his head, right?
Yeah.
And it'd be like a secret link or some shit, you know, like that take you to like the backstory Cowboy Bebop or something.
Yeah.
You know, like, but now it's like just a drop story. History.
Yeah.
You want to read?
You want to go to About Us and History?
Yeah, you want to hear Contact Us?
Yeah.
Okay, fine, we got you. You know? But like that was my like kind of first foray, and there was also like Flash games.
Oh, were you at Newgrounds?
No, it was called like Lemon something. Lemon Games or something like that.
Lemon Games. Addicting Games? Were you ever at addictinggames.com?
I think
coolmathgames.com? I did a lot of different.
That was your thing.
Yeah.
It was like Flash games.
Yeah.
Like you were in computer class, and it was just like really like cheap, poor run, like Man, which was on the fucking calculators. Did you ever play the games on the calculators?
I played a few.
Joey got me. He found a way to get it, and then like just gave it to all of us. And it was so stupid.
Classic
Joey. Like in math class, like.
Playing Tetris and shit.
And then I got a D, and I'm like, why?
That doesn't make sense. I have this calculator.
You know what I'm saying? I jumped a lot, dude. I got really far up.
Yeah.
I mean, Lawless Lamb.
It was Lawless. I remember, and you know, if you have something you want to bring up, but I remember chat rooms. Like, did you guys?
Oh man.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that, but eventually, like. I just remember like
AOL, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like AIM.
Well, you want to go back even further? There was the AOL like trials.
Yes. The little bit. Here's 30 hours of internet.
Yeah. 30 hours, bro.
Yeah. It was. I remember my mom the first time she got it. She was like, "We can only. This better last us," and it did not.
You know what I do? I go to like Nickelodeon.com or something.
It would use a shit ton of hours.
Yeah. Like. Hell yeah, bro. There's Ren and Stimpy, bro.
I remember like early days, like I get on the family computer, and I was probably
I don't know that life.
Yeah,
I know.
Your own computer? What the fuck?
I was either looking up either something about like Zelda because when it was like It was like 2001 when we actually got the internet in
Yeah.
the Potozic household. We were a little late.
I think we're about the same. I think
Yeah.
I think I got the internet. Right about when we moved back up here. So 2000,
Okay.
2001.
So that was
it was probably your parents were like, we got the internet. You are now allowed to get the internet as well. And Sharon's like, okay,
The Potozic's got the
it's
internet.
on.
well, I mean, my mom's
Mike's
the
been
reason.
surfing the web. Zach can go on.
My mom's the reason why you had got your house.
I mean, I'm just saying. It's like I feel like that's one of those things where like the parents are like, it's okay. You vetted everything, and Mike's not getting
Yeah, you just trust like another family. Oh,
Yeah.
the Potozic's got the internet.
Yeah, Mike's not into gay porn yet? Yeah. Okay, good. And you're like, well, he doesn't tell me. And you're like, all right, well, he's got a Limewire, so I don't see it.
So I remember in 2001,
I
like,
don't mean to distract you, but like,
Yeah.
did you ever get asked by your parents if you watch porn?
Do your parents
Much
walk up
later.
to you and be like, "Did you watch porn?" The
never
family.
been like approached about you watching porn?
Never.
Shut the fuck up.
Yes.
No, are you
Like,
serious?
Well, I also had I didn't have a family, so like they could never see that I
Okay.
saw porn.
So, so to this day, your mom doesn't think you've ever watched porn.
Well, I mean, I'm sure she probably
Right.
thinks but she's never approached me and had a conversation about
all
it.
right, so
Mine have.
So when I moved
you-
down to the country of
you?
Florida,
Okay.
we had a surf shop called Water Boys
Okay.
with a Z.
Nice. Very 90s
Yep.
or early 2000s. Yeah.
Early
Yeah.
2000s. I was trying to look up surfboards.
Okay.
I typed in Water Boys with an S.
Wait, what do you mean Water Boys with an S?
Like the movie, but with
the
an
actual way to
S.
spell it?
The actual way to spell it. I
was like,
typed in Water Boys.
Should you want
instead
boys
of-
with a Z?
And you just typed in .com
the
or
surf
something?
shop was Water Boys with a Z instead of an S.
Yeah.
I typed in waterboys.com. No.
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 They were really into water.
It was water sports.
It was male water sports.
Yeah.
Male
Yikes.
water sports.
And I remember,
Bro,
I didn't know how to
porn
like
sites
clear my
back then
search.
were insane.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I didn't know how to clear my search history or anything like that. So like, yeah, I would look
Fucking
at
Chaluch? You didn't know how to clean your
no. I would look at stuff all the time.
Like, oh, dicks, huh? Bring
Yeah.
them on. I don't know what to
That
do with
was
these,
the
but bring
funny
them
thing.
on.
That was the funny thing. My dad called me out
Oh, no.
for pulling up this website.
Sure. Okay.
And not anything else, you know. 'cause
He
it
was like, "That's
probably-
gay."
Yeah, it was probably the
No
old
shit,
school, like,
bro. I was supposed to say the conversation I had with my dad. It was my dad. It was never
Yeah.
my mom. All these conversations came from my fucking dad. And it was like something like we were going, I don't know where we were going, baseball practice, something stupid. Right? He's the one driving me. He's like,
Yeah.
son, I was perusing my browser history the other day. I see you were on the computer. And I'm like, I was on the rock.com.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
I was on the rock.com.
I was on Nickelodeon and then the rock.
Yeah.
And he's like, you ever look at some sites that are distasteful?
Ooh.
Things
Yeah,
of that,
trying to
things
approach
of that
this- yeah.
nature, like
Yeah.
things of that you should not look at. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, brother. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to admit this shit.
Yeah.
And he was like, listen, I saw you're on some dirty websites, and I'm
Did
like,
he call them dirty websites?
he was like some, or he's a dirty, and he was like pornography.
Yeah.
with like almost with an E. Pornography.
You were that burn.
In that pornography, and then I was like, oh shit, right? And he was
I'm
like,
caught.
he was just like,
I'm just like, I don't give a shit.
I'm gonna say this because he's a boomer.
Yeah, he's a burn. Yeah.
He's a boomer, and he was like, you know what? I'm just gonna say, I'm just glad it wasn't gay porn.
Yeah.
I
That
don't know
feels
why
like
he
a
would
very
take the
like
accent like that, but he's like, it was gay porn, and I was like, well,
yeah.
and I was like, okay,
And that
Yeah.
was it.
and that was it.
Yeah.
But it was very, very awkward,
I'm sure it was.
extremely awkward. Like that's a 20-minute fucking car ride, And you're like,
You guys always would have plausible deniability, though. I never would. I'm an only child. So, like, no matter what, they could never really... They couldn't be like, you definitely visited water sports
okay,
or
so
water
like,
boy.
you
boys.
could blame this on Nick, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, at that time, Nick wasn't even there. I could
'Cause
have
I'm the
tried to like
oldest,
pin it
right?
on Katie, but
Yeah, you could, but like I'm the oldest, and like you know,
Coop's like 10.
Coop's like 10. They're like, this kid doesn't even know what a penis is. You know,
Yeah.
like so, like
Tyler's probably over there doing
still
weird
doesn't
shit.
know what a vagina is.
He might.
I don't think so, but so, I don't think I could get away with saying like plausible that like I'm the one.
That's
I'm
true.
the oldest. It's like I'm fucked.
Yeah.
But as long as like the funny part was what they didn't know because it wasn't on my computer. It was going over to like Dylan's house or something, and we were watching like Kimbo Slice videos. On
Hell
YouTube.
yeah. Now
And
that
that
is some early internet.
Yeah, and the crazy YouTube of the early days. And did you ever watch Kimbo Slice?
The unmoderated YouTube.
I watched a little, but nothing.
Really,
crazy.
man, Kimbo Slice, and it captivated me.
Yeah. He was just a big dude and beat ass.
And he just beat little
Yeah.
scrawny
You've
dude's
seen Kimbo
ass.
Slice. Yeah.
It was always some dude rolling out of the van. He's like maybe 100, 110 pounds wet.
Yeah.
You know? He's like, I'm gonna fuck Kimbo up. And then Kimbo's like fucking like 250 muscle,
Yeah.
Right.
And he's just like, and he just like beats this dude's ass, dude. Like no rules.
I would never want to get into a street fight with Mr. Kimbo Slice.
No, and then that was like the era of like hobo fights,
Bum fights. I was gonna say the unmoderated YouTube. You could literally type in bum fights.
Yeah, dude.
And find like full blown like people put these on bum fights and like full movie
Shit was
rips.
insane, man. It was crazy.
I remember that, and we should bring it back.
Bum fights.
Yeah,
We
bum
should bring
fights.
bum fights back. I
That-
don't think they were actually bums.
They were probably actors of some
I
sort.
think there was
No,
I think
I
it was
want
a scam.
actual bum
I think
fights.
it was a scam.
And we were unwitting.
The
We're
problem with
biting.
the world,
Yeah.
Mike, is that everyone wants money. And
Yeah.
they're smarter than us. That's the problem. Everyone's smarter than us.
That's true.
These bums aren't actually. They went to Harvard,
Yeah.
and they're figuring out that they're a fiduciary, and they're going to make us watch them and think they're bums,
They're
That's
bums.
bullshit.
and have us pay for it.
Have us pay
But
for
like,
it.
what about Vine?
Vine, that's my personal. I think social media peaked with Vine.
It has been downhill ever
Yeah,
since.
like TikTok
Do
to me
what
is
do
a
you think
worse
about, I would
Vine.
say, what about like TikTok
Yeah.
and like the attempt at Vine?
Yeah, it's a worse Vine. Like
What,
you
what
aren't.
about TikTok is different to you than Vine?
I think okay, maybe it's like the user base, but I feel like
Mm-hmm.
now, and TikTok is so big that
Yeah, it's
like
massive.
yeah.
Which is insane because it's bigger than probably anything.
Yeah. and
Big-
and
bigger than Facebook. Probably.
I agree.
Right.
I agree, but it's like so big that like all kinds of butt content,
But
like unfunny people that think they're funny
Oh, man.
are on
I
Vine
think
a
it's
lot.
the
Or not on
vapors.
Vine, are on TikTok a lot.
that's the Gin and Sofa syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Or
think
we
we're funny.
think we're funny,
Yeah,
but we're
we're
not.
really not. Yeah. We just keep talking.
that's true.
I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty funny.
See, that's the syndrome right there. That's a TikTok
Mm.
syndrome.
I'm sorry. I won a fucking Emmy last week.
An Emmy, huh?
Yeah.
But like, you think it's just the generation?
Yeah, I
The
think
lost,
it's
the
a
forgotten generation?
gap, and I also think because Vine forced you to be in 9 seconds, or maybe it was 7 seconds, but forced you to be really
it was
short.
So it was definitely a lot shorter.
Yeah,
than
so like
TikTok.
now people can set up these elaborate, like it's not concise humor, which is what I like. I like one-liners. And Vine was perfect for
quick jokes.
quick jokes,
You-
which is
like,
why Arrested
like,
Development.
do you remember? Yeah, I mean, like, was Unforgettable?
Oh, Unforgivable.
Was that
Was not Vine. That was
was
early
YouTube.
days of YouTube.
That was YouTube?
Yeah, that was definitely YouTube.
Yeah,
That was a
like
mistake.
minute.
There was like 100. There was like 10 videos of that shit.
Yeah, he did a redo.
So I'm glad you brought that up. You know,
I
'cause
was just thinking about like maybe it was short enough to be Vine, where you're just like, give me a chicken sandwich.
Yeah, is that your favorite quote from Unforgivable? What is your favorite
I think that's my
Unforgivable
favorite.
quote?
I think that's like without pickles.
Chicken sandwich for free. And it's like she told me she had a brother. That was a mistake.
Unforgivable. Unforgivable. What
I think I like the part where he's like, with waffles.
It's an iconic video.
The other one that, you know,
What is
like
that guy
early
up to
days
these
of like YouTube, old Greg.
Oh, Greg,
you know,
very.
that's actually literally from a show.
I know it was
My
from
boy
a show.
Noel Fielding.
But I feel like, yeah.
It was
My
from
Boosh.
it was from a show from the BBC.
Yeah.
Mighty Boosh.
Yep.
Great show. Very weird.
And And I
Very
remember,
Noel Fielding.
But I love Noel Fielding. I love Julian.
I remember they put it on and it got super, super popular.
Which is so weird because there's like it's like 10 minutes from a 3-season show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they have a lot of like goofy, dumb shit. But that's the one that stuck.
It was perfectly like weird and funny.
I'm old Greg.
Yeah.
I'm old Greg. You know, and it's
Want to go to
funny.
a club where people wee on each other? I like you.
Because like it's funny when people like Noel Fielding, he hosts British Bake Off now.
Yeah.
Right.
And so like I'm like talking about how I love British Bake Off. It's great. I like Britain anything. Like we went to London earlier. I loved it. You know,
Rest in peace then to the Queen.
you know, vacation of a lifetime. You know,
Yeah.
And, you know, and God rest the Queen.
Yeah.
You know, and rip. You know, and so like
Or James Bond.
and James, I love
Yeah.
it in British. I don't
Yeah.
know what it is, but I just love it. It feels
Fingers mashed.
sophisticated. It feels cool. It feels like
Yeah.
fish
There's
and
something
chips.
about
Fish and chips. I love fish and chips. Malt
vinegar?
Malt vinegar.
Yeah.
And so
hell
like,
yeah.
and like I'm like watching this, and like other people are like, oh, I watched it too. My girlfriend wants to watch this, right? I'm like, oh, my Noel Fielding, I love that guy. He's hilarious. And like, I don't know what he's from, and I'll be like, T Crowd, and I don't know what that is. I'm like, what else is he in?
You probably start with Mighty Boosh.
I sign with other things, then I go to Mighty Boosh. I'm
Okay.
like, Mighty Boosh? And I don't know what that is. And I'm like, you know what Mighty Boosh is? And they're like, no, I don't. And I'm like, I never heard of it. And I'm like, yes, you have. And I'm like, I'm old Greg. And they're like, I know what that is. And I'm like,
Yeah.
insane that I could say I'm old Greg.
Yeah.
I could probably reach out to 1 million people. But if I said Mighty Boosh, I'd probably reach out to like 100,000 people in the world.
It's
You know?
true. Yeah.
And it's crazy because like it doesn't make sense to me how things. I think that's the funniest part about the early internet is that things stuck for no fucking reason.
Right.
Right? Unforgivable stuck for no reason.
Yeah. I mean,
Greg
it's
Jennings. Fuck you, Gumby.
hardest hidden safety in the league.
Yeah, Shannon Sharp. Hardest hitting safety in the league. Fuck you, Drew Brees.
I just remember that
Child
guy
play.
narrating Greg Jennings.
I
was
broke
like,
my fucking leg. Put the team on my back.
I broke my fucking leg. I put the team on my back.
You
And
know,
then at the end,
what
it's
is this catch? Yo,
fuck you, Gumby. And they're like, who the fuck is Gumby?
Is
Yeah.
that about the character Gumby?
I
Or
swear he is.
or somebody he knows, man.
So it's funny you guys bring that up. I will demystify the mystery.
Oh, you know?
Yes. So I've long thought this was so funny. This guy said Gumby. If you go rewatch the video, the guy he was playing
Was Gumby.
was Gumby, and he disconnected on the last play. Like it says,
is that how Greg Jennings got
like when
to
he's
the end?
watching the replay, it says disconnected because I think he quit the game.
okay,
So he
'cause he's,
says,
like,
"Fuck you,
watching- yeah,
Gumby."
fuck you, Gumby.
Yeah. So there we go. Mystery solved.
Mystery
And that's
solved.
honestly
On
probably
Gin
what
and
made
Sofa.
the video.
Yeah.
Gin and Sofa,
Fuck you,
mystery
Gumby.
solved.
For those of you who don't know, Gumby.
Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck
So,
you.
I'm gonna slide over and unlock this computer world.
Sounds good.
Did any of you boys ever bop to Chocolate Rain?
Oh, yeah. Anything that's been lampooned on a South Park episode is definitely early internet.
Yeah. I believe his name was Tay Zonde.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
He
Yeah.
followed me on Twitter.
No
You follow
way.
me on Twitter?
Yeah, he followed a lot of people on Twitter. That's weird.
Really?
He's a weird guy.
Wow.
Chocolate Rain.
Chocolate rain.
I love that song. I still listen to it, and
But,
it's actually very deep. Yeah.
The lyrics or like the
Yeah.
voice?
No,
Because yes,
the
the
lyric-
voice
well,
is very
both
deep.
of them.
Hitting
but,
safety
yeah,
in the NFL.
Chocolate Rain's a good one.
Hey, what about Leroy Jenkins?
Randy,
Uh-huh.
big Leroy Jenkins guy. One of his favorite catchphrases is Leroy
I think
Jenkins.
like every now and then I feel like I randomly see like it's like I think I was at MSO for NRMD and someone wrote in like the template for like a piece of paper and the name was Leroy Jenkins. And you know, like every now and then you just see like a random ass fucking reference and you're like, bro, Leroy Jenkins? I know what you're talking about.
I like to
So-
leave references like that places.
Yeah, like it's not like
Just to
super
see if
obvious.
anyone-
See if
like-
anyone's
like-
as old as me.
I saved a file once
Someone
for
went through the dark days of the internet like
Yeah.
I was, you know.
So I actually don't know where that came from.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
so like there's a World of Warcraft video, right?
All right.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm
That's
pretty
probably
sure
why
it
I
was
don't
like
know.
planned.
Yeah, it was like 6 people, and they're all kind of like talking about their strategy.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden,
they're like about to break into this compound.
Yeah,
People.
there's
Like,
like-
how you're gonna go, like you're gonna flank me. You're gonna go over the sniper post.
yeah,
or
you're going to do
something.
this, that. And then one guy's just like, Leroy Jenkins, and runs
Bum rushes the fucking like
all
thing.
the enemies.
Yeah, and he just keeps yelling, Leroy Jenkins.
Starts swinging his fucking Thor hammer around.
And like it's just the dumbest shit.
It
ever.
is.
It's like a 5-minute, 10-minute video of him just yelling
Right.
Leroy
Yeah.
Jenkins, and it's like, dude,
And all his
fuck.
friends are mad because they're like, no, you gotta get.
Yeah, now we're getting fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't plan.
We gotta
yeah.
say, because I think they do. I don't know about World of Warcraft, and correct me if I'm wrong, Coop. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like
Yeah.
I think World of Warcraft is one of those like when you die, it matters. Like you can't just
Man,
reload.
I think so. I think that's what South Park was making fun of when they were like, the dude would just kill everybody because he was like leveled up.
Yeah,
and he'd just
yeah,
show up
yeah.
to these guy new spawns and kill them. I mean, I think so, but it's just yeah. I think that was the whole point of the video. Is that
Yeah, like he's
kinda
like, this
fucked
guy's
up.
fucking.
This guy fucked everybody.
Yeah.
So now we were talking about like AIM, and we were talking about like social
Oh
media.
yeah,
Yeah.
chat rooms and shit, man.
Well, so like one with the chat rooms, do you remember your
The 23rd day of September.
Do you remember your AIM username?
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't
I
know
had
mine.
2. What was yours?
Man, I don't remember mine, but I remember yours.
Mine was cringy.
Do you remember both of mine?
I remember one of them.
I remember one of our. He's not a friend anymore, but I remember randomly. I remember Mr. Stones.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, because his was iconic to his like personality. Didn't see
Ernie's
any
having sex with
trees.
a troll these days.
That's
just
true.
kidding.
I too have heard that. And when you say troll, do you mean like a very, very, very
No.
large person?
Trolls can be large.
Okay.
What was
large
what was
troll.
his name?
I didn't see any trees because he got in that car accident.
Fuck, I remember
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's the only. I for some reason I remember that AIM screen.
Mike Duhamel's, but I remember he had like
Did he have the X's?
no. So he had like groupings of people.
Oh,
and
yeah,
one was,
yeah.
like B's and H's or whatever. B's and O's, but
Yeah.
B's and H's. Like
Yeah.
aches in your legs and shit. I'm saying, bro.
What were yours?
275, huh?
Mine was Maxter 275 was one of them.
Why do
The
I remember
first
the
one.
number?
What was 275 for?
It,
What was
it
275
didn't matter.
Mike?
So like
It didn't matter.
Wait, what was it for?
It was a generic number.
Oh, what
I
did you
typed in
What did you tell everyone it was for?
when you I didn't say shit. Like when you typed
not what
in
you
your
told me. Tell them what you told me.
I don't remember. So if you,
You
have
said that it was the amount of people you pissed off in your first chat room.
that sounds like
And that's what
something
you
I
told
would
at
say.
every bus stop. Like we went to other bus stops. We only had one bus stop. You know what I'm saying? If we went to more than one.
Yeah.
That sounds like something I would say. Yeah.
So Teamster 275.
Maxter.
Oh, Maxter 275. I thought you were a union member.
Which back then, I mean, like, I was fucking.
Who
I
are you
don't.
fucking?
I keep saying that. I was like 13 or 14.
Sure.
So was I a Maxter? No,
Was I a Maxter? Probably not.
not even a little bit. But yeah, the 275 just came from when I typed in Maxter. You know, they just gave me.
Oh, because it was probably
Okay.
Maxter was taken. They're like, do you
Yeah.
the suggested ones?
Yeah.
I remember
So
when
I
they did that.
picked
Yeah.
275, and they'd be like, "What's 275?" I'm like, "That's how many people I pissed off in a chat room."
Yeah.
Interesting.
So you're a liar.
What was the second
you grew
one?
up as a liar?
Yes,
What was the second one?
I will fight you 87.
Oh, I will fight you 87.
Like you, I don't know.
That sounds
Which-
like the trolling
Yeah,
one
that
that you would
sounds
like
you
start
say-
fights
say
with.
some
Yeah, but
shit.
I
will
feel
fight-
like I will
I'm actually
fight-
here to fight you.
Yeah.
I feel like I will fight you 87 is still closer to me than like
They
maybe-
Maxter?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Not that I will.
Excuse me?
I probably won't physically fight you, but I mean, like I'm a lot more
I got a lot of
aggressive and
fights.
abrasive. You know,
I got a laugh. I can't remember my name.
I don't. I want to say it was like
Man, I got an embarrassing thing to tell you guys.
What's that?
Z-Niggy or some shit like that.
That was it is my username on Instagram.
Yeah.
I got banned from Xbox.
It did.
Why?
Somebody reported it. Racist.
How?
You know,
They don't like his name apparently.
they don't think it's non-racist. They think it's racist.
You know.
They know that your name is Nagy?
Probably not because it's on Xbox. You know? But do you guys? Well, I guess I should just ask you. Did you guys have a? Do you remember what your first email address was?
Yeah. It was cringe because I
Mine was
misspelled
cringe.
it wrong.
What was it?
So in Diablo, there's this class of character called Necromancer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, but I didn't know how
Bro,
to.
my brother's Coop.
Yeah, oh, that's true. I didn't know how to spell Necromancer, so I spelled it N-E, the word Chrome, so N-E Chrome Sir. So it's Necromancer was my original, and like I thought like people were like Necromancer, what's that? And I was like
Chrome, dude.
I was like
Chrome Dome.
it's Necromancer, and my dad was like, no, it's not.
Your dad's like, I know what the hell this is.
Yeah.
I know what a necromancer is.
Yeah.
Did you have a nerdy one?
I honestly don't remember having an email
He's like, I had the
until
coolest guy
Yeah.
ever.
I was cool guy 1, 2, 3.
That was Tyler's name on everything.
No way.
Cool guy.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was, dude. He can't make this shit up.
that actually
It was
sounds like
any
Tyler.
video game where it was like make your like username or character. It's like
Yeah.
cool guy.
He would just be cool guy.
92. I remember my first email was like Hotmail.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I definitely had
email.
Hotmail for my first email.
And it was what was Hotmail? What was that?
I don't know what it was, but now it's owned by Microsoft. So like they switched everyone's
Oh,
Hotmail
yeah.
to like
Gmail.
like live.com or something.
It was
Something like that.
It was like something like, like Super Saiyan
No shit.
65 or something.
No. That's sick.
Yeah, I
Super Saiyan.
Super
I
Saiyan.
don't remember having an email until I remember
Well,
sending.
you obviously weren't talking to the right people. 'Cause I
Yeah.
use an email for about nothing.
I remember setting one up for college purposes, so I got a Yahoo, and it's still the one,
Profesh.
Yeah.
and it's still the one I use today. So
Huh.
Yeah.
Must be
A
nice.
Yahoo. Yahoo feels like an early internet
I have
thing.
Yahoo though.
I always say I'm one of 7 people that still has a Yahoo.
I have a Yahoo.
I know you do.
So you have 6.
That's
other
why you
people
guys are.
besides us that have Yahoo.
Okay. Did you guys ever? What was your if that was your first like email address? Do you remember one of your first away messages? I very much remember doing certain things with my away messages. Like you remember E, the girl I was really into.
I remember you.
I remember I used to bold her, and I would like leave an away message of like lyrics, and I would bold like the E, and like the in each instance I would bold the
Every
E.
E was bolded.
Yeah, that was really weird. I was a weird dude, man. But it would be like lyrics like to hands down or something. It would be like hands down, this is the best day I can ever remember. And every E would be yeah.
Yeah. She got the message.
Yeah, she never did. She used to IM me, telling me about other dudes she slept with. So I don't think she got the message.
So big.
Yeah, she's like, one time I had sex with this guy, and he was just laying next to me and started fingering me, and I was like, oh,
Yeah. By the way, I noticed you bold your E's.
yeah. Do you know a girl named E? Yeah.
I never actually had like instant messaging where I can be away.
Oh, interesting.
I don't
Because I
remem-
didn't have my own computer.
Oh yeah, the aim.
I remember like when I had my own computer in college. I'm pretty sure I used something generic. I'm away now. And
Be right back.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
leave a
know,
message.
you could select the
Yeah, they had the
generic
pre-made one. So
Yeah.
when someone's calling you, you don't hit custom. You hit the
Yeah,
I'll call you back later. The pre-generated.
I mean,
text message.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, dude, I'm busy right now.
Yeah.
no, I mean now like in my fake truck, if I see it get a text message, I can actually record what I want to say through the intercom.
Okay.
Fancy fake truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what Honda's good for.
I was only able to get AIM. I think when I was at Duhamel's house. Yeah, that's the problems when you don't have your own computer.
That's true. Because like I remember getting I remember getting like AIM names, screen names, more than I got like numbers. Like because like you'd be at a show.
Oh yeah, because they could just ignore you easily.
Yeah, you just be like, hey, what's up?
Women, man, they're smarter than us.
Did you guys ever? I don't want to go back to MySpace at all, but like, did you guys ever have a cringy MySpace name?
Oh man, I don't remember. I think it was just Z-Niggy.
Yeah.
You know.
Mine was Chris is your favorite color. Yeah, I know, guys. I know. Talk about cringe.
If I remember correctly, it wasn't necessarily the name, but like you could have like
the cut.
comment.
Yeah.
And I remember mine was I make kissing funny.
Oh. Putting out the vibe that you're willing to kiss.
Goofy.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Oh man.
All right.
You guys have anything else from the early internet you want to bring up?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah. So
fuck you, Gumby.
Yeah, fuck you, Gumby. Going against the Packers? Asshole.
He quit.
So I remember, we say early days of the internet and, it's kind of, ambiguous of what that actually means. But I remember my sister ordered a pizza.
I love pizza.
Yeah, from Domino's. And this was back in, I want to say, early 2008.
Okay.
And like, nowadays, we use our apps and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, that is the preferred, like, go-to.
Yeah.
But I remember she ordered this pizza from the app, and it got fucked up.
You were like, I'm never ordering anything off the internet again.
Yeah. And then I also remember, like, I used to work at Firehouse Subs in 2007, and we would get like internet orders.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't even remember where they would print to, but like we wouldn't even fucking see them. And they'd come in and they'd be like, I ordered off the internet. Like, who the fuck is ordering off the internet?
I remember this shit at
Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It was like towards the end of me working there. And it was like the same thing, but they would like get like slips would just pop up at the cook table. Right? The order would come through and it would just be boop.
Yeah.
2 large pizzas, please.
Yeah, so if you're like not sitting in front of it, you wouldn't even really
see it until like you like because like normally you get a phone someone would call.
Yeah.
And like me or like Ryan or whatever we would answer it and then like get the order and then like it gets sent back to the cook table and the ticket would pop up and it'd be like whatever they ordered. So they would hear the phone call. Go get ready, like for like whatever's gonna happen. And if they don't put an order in, then like dope. If they put an order in, they're ready.
Okay.
But if they're not there, like just staring at like the ticket machine, they didn't know that like a internet order would just pop up.
Right.
And I remember we had a couple times because it was like the very beginning of it, and like they were just like, they would call.
Yeah.
I put an internet order like 30 minutes ago. I haven't nothing has happened.
I haven't gotten it. Yeah.
Like, ooh.
You like look at the ticket thing. You're like,
ticket, just stick it up there.
You're gonna get some free breadsticks.
But it's funny because, like you said, like now it's just like you just open your phone and there's an app, and you're done.
And it's funny that you say that. I feel like the early days of the internet, like everything was, like when I think about like 99, 2000, 2001, like. Everything was very generic and it wasn't necessarily user friendly.
Yeah.
I don't think the internet was actually, kind of cultivated or tamed until the invention of smartphones.
Yeah.
Because around when Apple came out with the iPhone,
Okay.
and then the idea of apps and the idea of you had the internet in your fingertips, and that's when all these companies and corporations started making everything like user friendly.
Right.
You know, so like now the idea of ordering a pizza. Oh, why wouldn't you use your
Why would you want
your app? Why would you call?
Why would
Yeah,
you
now
wanna
it's
call?
weirder to call.
Why would you show up? You know,
Yeah.
like I called once to a Pizza Hut like 2 years ago because I don't know, something was going on with my app. And it was the weirdest interaction. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even think the phone rings anymore. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
like, you're calling us?
Yeah,
you know, it's like,
Yeah.
you know, like I think he assumed I was some like 80-year-old man, and you know,
Yeah,
it's
you
like
can't figure shit out.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy though because do you believe when people say like that like we're not using all the internet? There's like the dark web and shit like that.
Oh yeah, dude.
You know, like we're only using like 1% of the internet or something like that.
Yeah.
Do you believe that shit?
So I don't necessarily believe like we're using any percentage, but you know,
like 1%
I
of your brain,
as someone that uses an Onion browser, there is the dark web.
An Onion, bro, what's that?
Yeah, it's like a Tor, like it's a way to browse the internet where like it's not public. You have to know the exact. There's no search. You have to know the exact address, and it's not like www.newyorktimes.com. It's like a string of numbers, and it's like a path.
I didn't know.
Yeah, like it. There's some.
Some shit. Is it used on your phone?
No. You have to use a special browser and a VPN. Like I only use it on one of my laptops because I don't want to conflate the two. Like my dark browsing belongs on a particular.
What is the dark browser used for, Christopher?
Well, like
if you don't mind sharing.
Well, there's some people like yes. There are people that use it for nefarious things. Like when people talk about like, wow, how'd that guy have so much like CP child images and stuff? It's like he got it on the dark web. Like that is where people like that go to hide because it's not you can't really monitor it unless you know.
They are monitored though.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
they are.
They're found out.
Yeah, they're found out, and like, but what happens with you can just take these things down very easily. But there are people that do it to buy drugs.
Yeah, I've heard of them like stories of like selling organs.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
kidneys and shit.
But like you have to know where to go to find that stuff. Like I don't know where to go to find like a heart. Like if you want to buy someone's like identity, you go on the dark web. But I don't know where the www.identitiesforsale.com is on a Tor browser. You know what I mean?
So what do you look for?
Well, some people use it for like privacy reasons because like they don't want to be tracked. I don't know. Like if I'm looking up like, you know, some porn, I use my phone for porn. So the Tor browser is just it's for private browsing, I suppose. Maybe I want to make some connections with people that might know how to do some things.
Various stuff.
Yeah, gray areas.
Well, on that point.
But
I got nothing.
well, the thing I do want to bring up is one of the things that I when I think of early internet, before it became like a verb.
Google.
Yeah, what was your search engine? I was an Ask Jeeves guy.
I think
I was Google.
You guys were
Yahoo.
Yahoo.
Mm-hmm.
Yahoo was a big one. I feel like Yahoo was the default homepage for a while.
Was like the MySpace of the era. Like MySpace got taken down by Facebook. Yahoo got taken down by Google.
Yeah,
and like Yahoo was like, if like someone was in 2004 and was like, hey, 20 years from now, tell me what like will be running the internet. You'll say MySpace and Yahoo and like AOL.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna look back, and then like they're like, nah, dude, it's Facebook, Google, and like Amazon or something.
Yeah.
I mean, like
I never knew.
but you would never know. But like that's what I feel like Yahoo was at the time, and I had Yahoo, but whatever. I also didn't search a lot. I didn't really have a yearn for knowledge at the time.
I didn't yearn.
I still don't.
I feel like Ask Jeeves was
Ask
the
Jeeves,
the
yeah.
Zune.
That was a good one. Zune?
Yeah.
I love a good Zune, bro.
You had a Zune?
Never. I
No.
never had a Zune.
No, I had a iPod Shuffle.
You want to hear something crazy? I'm pretty sure producer Brandy doesn't know what a Zune was.
Didn't know what it was at all?
What a Zune was.
No way. Wow.
That there used to be a competition to an iPod.
The iPod. I feel like nowadays you say iPod, like what the hell's an iPod? You mean iPhone? Like
you mean an iPhone?
they don't know what a Zune is, man.
That's kind of wild.
You
to
can
me.
bump the fucking Zunes on each other and they'd share music.
Yeah, I remember a Zune.
I never had.
It's slightly off topic, slightly on topic to the early days of the internet, but I never thought that even in like 2007, I never thought that because I had a camera, I had an iPod Shuffle, I had a phone. I never thought I'd have one device
that does everything.
That did it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
I think it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Headphones that don't have wires,
The world is evolving.
We're the lost generation, my friends.
We are the lost generation.
We're forgotten. I can't even remember. See, I forgot what we called ourselves.
The forgotten generation.
But I think.
Well, if you want to know how to burn a CD, you should DM Zach.
Yeah. DM apparently Mike who burns them, but they're not actual CDs; they're just copies, and I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
Mixtape.
That's all I really have on the internet at the early days.
Yeah, there's a couple of things that I wanted to touch on. Salad fingers. Do you guys remember salad fingers? The rusty spoons. Okay. No. Those of you who are listening and do remember that, please back me up on that. I won't go into depth and explain
spoon?
it. It's just like a
sex move.
No, it's a video. It's like a
Meat
weird
spoon?
It's just an animated video. Two girls. That feels like early internet.
I think it is.
Yeah. 2 girls, 1 cup. Meat spin. That's a good one. Lemonparty.org.
Yeah. Touch feet.
Yeah, we did. Other than those early internets.
What was the other one? Fuck. Pain Olympics.
Was that the one with the dude with the testicles?
2 dudes.
Yeah.
Each one was removing their genitalia.
How do you think these videos just got spread like that? Was it the dark web?
Weenus Kids.
Was the Weenus Kids.
Weenus Kids got us. Yeah. Because they didn't need the dark web back then. You literally were just you could go to lemonparty.org and see dudes blowing each other. You know what I mean? Old dudes.
Ew.
Yeah.
The word old really just turned.
Yeah, that dudes blowing each other. Old dudes blowing. Ew.
Oh, God.
No.
Holy balls.
Yeah.
I'm out.
All right. Does anyone have any last minute early internet
words that you might before we
I'm glad we have evolved.
We have.
Yeah, I think better or worse, it's gotten better, but I do miss some of the old.
Yeah, it didn't grow
I do miss the MySpace. I do miss the Unforgivable videos. I miss the Vines.
I mean, first off, Unforgivable is still out there.
Yeah,
but I'm talking about that kind of humor, bro.
Charlie the Unicorn.
That's really
Charlie.
That's old shit too, bro.
I know.
Is that the llamas?
No, they were unicorns.
I don't remember that. I don't know where that's actually from. If that's what you're asking. I don't.
Yeah.
You were thinking of llamas with hats.
Yeah, llamas with Carl, not Charlie. You're right.
Yeah,
Carl.
Charlie Unicorn.
I was gonna say that feels not as early, but still early.
What's the Halo stuff? Red versus Blue.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or Homestar Runner was really big. Those kids were really big into those web comics. Homestar Runner.
Yeah,
no, I don't.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't even get into early internet gaming.
I never played online gaming until Well,
way.
yeah,
I know,
yeah.
Same here, but which is crazy because it was around.
Yeah, like Dreamcast had
Like,
it.
and,
Right.
Yeah.
That's like Tom Clancy's like
My,
Ghost Recon
yeah.
or some shit.
My online gaming was Friday nights. I would play spades.
Oh, I loved
Spades.
Spades. Wait,
Yeah.
like the actual card
The
game.
card game.
Bro, Spades, see me on a Spades table.
I wish you would, motherfucker.
Yeah.
All right, we can either be partners or you're gonna lose.
No, I gotta tell you, I think you'd be sandbagging over there.
Oh,
I think you'd be sandbagging your
I am a sandbag.
your trumps.
Sandbagger.
Also, how do you play spades?
How do you
Like
mean?
regularly.
Yeah.
What, no,
Well, I guess. What do you mean? How do I play spades? Like 4 people?
no. What I'm
Sorry.
what I'm asking is your card set. Like, what is the highest card for spades?
2.
No, it's Joker,
God.
Joker, deuce.
Oh
deuce.
yeah. Jokers. Do we
Yeah.
play with jokers? Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah,
big joker,
there-
little joker.
There are people that play ace high, and that blows
Nah,
my fucking mind.
lame. You're right.
Joker, Joker, deuce.
Yeah,
deuce.
you're right. Big joker, little joker, deuce. You're right. My apologies.
You can be my partner.
Well, you just told me you're sandbagging. I want to win.
That doesn't mean we won't win.
That's true. So early internet ends with spades.
Yeah,
The early internet brought us back to spades. All right, degenerates. That's all the time we had today. We hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like or follow us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, or really wherever you get your podcasts. And you can always reach out to us on Instagram or DM. Just look up Gin and Sofa Pod. Gin and Sofa, out.